every night. The conversation goes live, where opinions are strong, voices are heard, and the chat never sleeps. From breaking topics to unfiltered reactions, this is Triple T Live. Real talk, real time. No script. The stream starts now.
Let me see your boss Chevy, drive fast, pack heavy. Told her we was coming harder this summer, but they ain't ready. When I pull this Glock out, you gon' see my hands steady. Don't be acting sketchy, pull up in his box and get deadly. Let me see your boss Chevy, let me see your boss Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my boss Chevy. Let me see your boss Chevy, let me see your boss Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my boss Chevy. Everybody looking what I put up in the box, I ain't looking at the wheels, they wonder what it costs in the trailer park. Now I young dog said I wouldn't make it, I'm about to pop off. Single rider around my neck, mobile home trap ain't no paycheck. Been trailer trash my whole life, so what the fuck else you expect? Could get $1 million still, wouldn't be in no Corvette. Box Chevy so loud, it make the trailer park upset. My box went first, you really would've bet. Put a diamond bow tie around my neck, ain't mainstream, they ain't ready for me. Nah, they won't get the concept. Be mobile home rich, I'm the first in my class. Box Chevys pulling up to the mobile home badge. The giant party through and ran by a bunch of trailer trash. Candy painted, ready, yellow box Chevy, we call her flash. Let me see your box Chevy, drive fast, pack heavy. Told her we was coming harder this summer, but they ain't ready. When I pull this Glock out, you gon' see my hands steady. Don't be acting sketchy, pull up in his box and get deadly. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy. I'm on a mission, better listen, pay attention. Rappers, they ain't on my level, I been in a new dimension. Haters mad, I beat the system, need a show on television. Think I'm done coaching rappers, I ain't get my commission. Hate depression through the recession, mobile home, I'm building weapons. Damn, you think you hard, boy? You live in a subdivision, I put your ass in detention. Now little buddy made a transition, country rapper to gangster, now that ain't a good decision. At the mobile home, I'm shooting by the rockets, it's tradition. A lot of other country rappers sucking up, yeah, they be ass kissing. Need an intervention on too many prescriptions, and you know that if you don't, that you'll be dead or in prison. Let me see your box Chevy, drive fast, pack heavy. Told her we was coming harder this summer, but they ain't ready. When I pull this Glock out, you gon' see my hands steady. Don't be acting sketchy, pull up in his box and get deadly. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy. In the mud park, this a trailer trash expedition. Made it cool to be trailer trash, give me my recognition. Mobile home rich, I'm a walking definition. Been prepping for years, been collecting ammunition. Ain't the first to do this trailer shit, but I'm the new addition. I got something for these motherfuckers trying to take my position. How the fuck I got bands, but I'm in debt, cause I ain't gotta pay no credit cards when I'm dead. Had to disappear for a minute, was stacking up bread. Yeah, crazy white boy, you could say I'm off my meds. I ain't scared to go nowhere like I was Tommy G. If you really want to smoke, yeah, y'all know where I be. Let me see your box Chevy, drive fast, pack heavy. Told her we was coming harder this summer, but they ain't ready. When I pull this Glock out, you gon' see my hands steady. Don't be acting sketchy, pull up in his box and get deadly. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy. Let me see your box Chevy, let me see your box Chevy. They break their neck in the trailer park, they see my box Chevy.
What it do, what it do, what it do. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Triple T channel. I'm your host, Triple T. And it is Sunday at 9:10 p.m. Central, 10:10 p.m. Eastern. And we here for the Mobile Home Bash recap. So shout out to everybody in the chat. And as always, before we get started, let's see who's up in the his out. What up, Shelly Rock? How you doing? House G, it's good to see you. What up, Jeffrey? It's Corrupt. What's up, my guy? Man, I keep forgetting to do this. The smallest things. The smallest things. There we go. There we go. What up, Lee Cody? Mr. Space Dad, what is up? Frank the Tank, what's good? Miss Ashley, how you doing? The lovely Miss Tabitha's in the house. Josh Ginger, what's good? Speak Cheesy, how you doing? Mrs. Satterfield, it's good to see you. What up, Hillbilly Chicken? What up, Is? Let's see who else we got. We got Josh Atkins in the house. We got Jerry Boozy, EPO Joe's here with the eyeballs. I had a blast, Miss Satterfield. I had a blast. The lovely Victoria Smith is in the house. Welcome. What up, Lloyd McKinney? Twisted Music is here. What up, Ohio Player? What up, Quam Spitz? He said, pimp type for life. The bash looked like a good time to you. It was a good time. I'm definitely going back next year for sure. What up, Meg? Rebel Rose Cowgirls in the house. What up, Jack Rabbit Slim? It's good to see you. Hard Tar J's in the house. What up, Forrest Smith? Another dope MC. Y'all go check out Forrest Smith if you haven't already done so. Let's see who else we got. What up, Charger? It's good to see you, man. Tanya's here. My lovely little sister Meg is in the house. Welcome, Meg. Kentucky Sweetness Amanda is here. Welcome. The lovely T-Dam is in the house. Y'all better daggone hold your daggone shoestrings because she'll cut them off if you get out of line. Said Mud Daddy Raid on the way. I appreciate that, but he didn't have to stop his live. The lovely Robin Griffin's in the house. Welcome. What up, Lone Wolf? What up, Big Country? Shout out to Mud Daddy. Man, you got to stop that. But I appreciate you for the gift of the 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Landham Customs Classics, congratulations for getting one. I don't even know how to say that first name. I know the last one's Mike. So congratulations, Mike. Haley, 256 got it. Congratulations. Nana Kim got one. Congratulations. Let's see, who else? Who else do we have in the house? What up, Billy McGee? What up, Spencer? OT Last Creeker. Church was live. Didn't y'all watch it? Nope, I didn't. Not even on my radar. What up, Country Rap? The lovely Potheads is in the house. Welcome. Coolest name on YouTube, my guy, Johnny motherfucking Ringo. Damn, Johnny, you got cussed out today on somebody's channel. That's messed up. That is messed up. What up, Spencer? He said, fuck you, Johnny Ringo. Blah, 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 blah. I just started laughing. I was like, man, that man is triggered. What up, It's Corrupt? Tony Stewart, how you doing? What up, Potential? Let's see who else we got. I think I got everybody. Nope. What up, J Dog? He said, "What up, Triple T? Had a blast hanging out with you all, bro. Likewise, Josh. Likewise. I got a funny story to tell you about Josh too. The lovely Stacy Davis is in the house. Welcome. Let's see who else we got. Oh shit! I seen this account last night. Triple T's 12 inches, no less. Said Triple T salute. It's been a long weekend. Shit. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh. Woo. That is crazy. T Dan said Triple T, it's our cuddle time. Whoa. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Salute to you, my daddy, for real. I appreciate everything you do, man. And don't listen to that buffoon. He's gonna say whatever he's gotta say just to make himself relevant. Hey, that's some gay shit right there. I ain't lying, Jack Rabbit. That is gay. I don't get that. I really don't. I really don't get it. Tanya Outlaw Nation Sisters, how you doing? Had a great weekend. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. What up, Christopher Cunningham? What up, Lone Wolf? Big Country SRT's in the house. What up, Mrs. Red Legs? It's good to see you. Oh shit! If y'all want a funny laugh, go watch Mud Daddy's live stream from last night. I promise you, you will not regret it. It is freaking hilarious. Hilarious. You got to go check it out. What up, Crawfish? I hope you're feeling better. Whoa. My daddy said, can he get a foot rub? Hook that man up, T-Dan. He's a hardworking man. A hardworking man. All right, let's see. Who else we got? What up, Josh Atkins? LJ Reactions in the house. Welcome. Let me scroll on down. I'm moving. I think I do have everybody this time. Nope. Rusty Grace in the house. Welcome. That's what I'm saying. I go out of town for the first time in a long time, and all hell just breaks loose this whole weekend. I mean, that dude's been alive all freaking since Friday. All weekend. All weekend. He got triggered. What up, dude? How you doing? It's good to see you. All right, I think I got everybody. All right, so we're going to talk about the mobile home bash, what it was like. Now, Narcotic has done the mobile home bash numerous times in the past, but this was the first time at a new venue, and it was more, not saying the others weren't professional, but this one was like geared to set up to try to get endorsements and sponsorships from big corporations. And Narcotic put a lot of hard work, time, effort, and money to make this event very, very successful. Um, you know, the gentleman who owned the property, and it's a beautiful property. It's got a lake. It's got these real big fancy stones going all the way around the lake. A nice stage, one of the nicest stages I've been to seen at a mud park venue. And I wouldn't really call it a mud park because there really wasn't any mud. It's all like grassy area. But he did allow Narcotic to dig that very long trench and fill it up with water to run all the side by sides and Jeeps through it, like mud bogging. So shout out to Jason, the owner of the property, to allow him to do that. Shout out to Crawfish, been a member for 13 months. Says shout out Triple T for actually promoting country rap. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I know a lot of people were saying this was his first event. This is the first event at a new venue. He's done the mobile home bash numerous times in the past. This is my first time going to it. Didn't really know what to expect at the mobile home bash. And it's basically like almost, I'm not going to say it's exactly like the Redneck Rave, but it's very similar. Okay. There's things done at the Redneck Rave that's not done at the mobile home bash. And there's things done at the mobile home bash that's not done at the Redneck Rave. So don't get that twisted. The Redneck Rave is still like the top dog. That's top tier. And no disrespect to Narcotic. He's getting there. He's new, even though he's done it numerous times. To do it on the level that he did it this year was his first time. He spent a lot of money, a lot of money. So everything was riding on his head, and he was carrying it all on his back. The one thing I really liked about it is the mobile home bash is not your typical mud park event. It's opened up to all genres of music. You had like some emo people there. You had some punk rock people there. You had some straight rockers, country singers, rappers, country rappers. So there was all different types of people, right? Which to me is beautiful because it just goes to show that no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, everybody had a common ground, and that's the love of music, right? And that's what brought everybody there was the music. I mean, they even made a skate ramp up by the stage where kids can go skateboarding on it. Artists were skateboarding on it. Like I said, it was just a very beautiful layout. There was no drama. There was no fights. Everybody got along. Nobody was talking shit on anybody. Nobody was talking about Ryan Upchurch or anything like that. Wasn't talking about, all the stuff that happened last January in 2025 with the diss tracks. None of that stuff. None of that stuff was discussed. People were there to have a good time. And they did. People showed out. They showed up. They got buck wild. After each night, there was an after party down at the campground. There were people camping on site, and people just stood around bonfires and drank whatever they were drinking, smoking whatever they were smoking, conversating, hanging out. It was like a big family reunion. That's why I say if anybody has never been to one of these events, I would highly, highly recommend that you go to one at least one time in your life. Put it on your bucket list because I promise you, you will not regret it. And there were plenty of kids there. It's very family oriented. You know, nobody was getting so drunk and stupid that people were fighting over women or hitting on other people's women. There's none of that drama. Everybody just went there, had a good time. Kids who never met each other were playing like they've known each other for years. It was like a big family reunion, like literally. They had a few food vendors there, and the food was awesome. And it was at a good price. It wasn't outrageous, and they weren't cheap on their helpings. Like the one burger stand, you can get a double smash burger, an order of fries, and a Coke for like $13. You say, well, that's kind of expensive. But if you would have seen how big these burgers were and how many fries you got, trust me, it was well worth the money. I couldn't even eat it all. I threw half of it away because it was just, it's abundance of food. And then you had pulled pork sandwiches. This one food vendor, that's all they specialized was just pulled pork. They smoked it right there. And another one did brisket. You had clothing vendors. And then you had all the artists selling all their merch. You could have got all types of merch. Merch from Lil Wyte, Larry Del Reed, Marcotic, Chop Easy had merch, The Hicks, Tyler Truth. There must have been probably about 30 merch stands set up throughout the whole venue. So you could have got plenty of merch. Like I said, it was just like a big family reunion. But you don't have to take my word for it. Talk to J Dog from J Dog Reactions, Josh. He'll tell you. Now, here's the funny story about Josh. Everybody knows that Josh is just learning how to be a content creator when it comes to interviews, and he's going about it the right way. He asks questions. He's willing to learn. He takes great advice. He doesn't take anything personal when you critique him, which is good. He's got to be open-minded. And that's one thing I'll say about Josh. He takes constructive criticism. He doesn't take it personally. He knows there's areas that he's weak in, and he knows he has some strong areas. And over time, he's going to get better in the weak areas, and he's going to even get more better in his strong areas, which is a good thing. One of the funny things about Josh, when he first got there, I said to myself, he's going to run out of steam because he was all over the place like a ping pong. Man, he was going over here talking to these people, and he'd run over here and do this, and he was filming that, and he was jumping up on vehicles, and he wanted to be in the mix of everything, which is awesome. That was on the first day. Day 2, Friday, he's still going all over the place, bouncing, doing what he was supposed to do, networking, interviewing people. But he wasn't going 100 miles an hour. He was going about 85. Day 3, Saturday, he was still going all over the place. He was filming. He was helping people out when they needed help. Always willing to give a helping hand. Started out strong out the gate. Come 1 o'clock Saturday, he went from 100 to 75. By 4 o'clock, he was down to 50. By the time the show ended, he was at 20. And he comes up to me. He says, Triple T, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired. I'm smoked. I said, yeah, why? He said, it's a lot of hard work. I said, yeah, it is. He said, I got nothing but respect to see. I don't know how you do it, but I have much respect now that I've done it myself. It's a lot harder than it looks. I said, oh, yeah, it is. And the more you do it, the more tired you're going to get. So shout out to Josh. He killed it. He went out there and he was on point on everything. There's a lot of things he has to work at. But I know over time, it made me feel good because there's going to come a time I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. And knowing that he was out there doing what he was doing, if he keeps it up, I know that somebody like him is going to be able to take the torch and keep carrying it forward. So it was almost like a proud dad moment just to see a younger guy be able to do everything that he did this weekend. So shout out to Josh. I was very impressed. You're a good human being, and I hope you go to many more events. I really do. And as you can see, I'm kind of losing my voice, and it was cold. God, it was cold. Right now, I'm in my garage where my studio is. I'm in short sleeves. It's like 80 degrees outside. Well, it's actually 82. In Tennessee, where we were at 9 o'clock at night, last night, it was like 45 degrees and raining. Man, it was cold. Thank God for the big fire pit they had there, because if they didn't have that, I'd have probably sat in my truck the whole night trying to get warm and wouldn't have filmed anything. Now, some of y'all are probably wondering why the live stream started so late last night and not at the very beginning. And the reason is we were having problems with the Starlink, getting it to link in with the system. That's the reason why I didn't go live right away once the concert started. The good thing is I was able to record it, so I'll be dropping those videos as members only. So if you're a member, you're about to see behind the scene footage of the Mumble Home Bash, and I'll start dropping them on Tuesday. So be prepared for that. Yeah, see? And you're probably saying, well, why is your voice gone? Well, one, you're talking to a lot of people, talking to a lot of artists. You're constantly moving. You really don't get to sit down, take a break. You don't really get to eat properly. You eat on the go. You'll grab a snack here, grab a snack there, smoking cigarettes, drinking energy drinks, try to keep enough energy going to do everything that you need to get accomplished. Because on the contrary belief, I don't go there to glaze artists. I know some people may think that, but I don't. I'm actually there recording everything. When they go out on the trails, I'll jump in the back of it side by side, record it, or jump on the inside of it. Jump up on the scissor truck, elevated 30 feet in the air, recording the mud bog, being up on stage, off stage, walking around the whole area, interviewing people. So it takes a toll on your body, and you end up losing your voice at some point. It's just the way it is. It happens to me at every long event there is. Like the Redneck Rave, by the last day of the Redneck Rave, I'll be sounding just like this. Can barely talk. So I've lost my voice. But to me, it's well worth it. You know, a tech guy who is currently unemployed, what's that supposed to mean, crawfish? Because I don't make enough money to pay anybody. So I'm not the right person to talk to about that. What's it say? Shelly Rod said, I glaze all them artists. They were fired. That was a fire lineup. That was a great show. I glazed all night long. Okay, and enjoy. Okay, and every day. It was a fire lineup yesterday. There was a lot of artists there that I've never met before or ever heard of. And that's another good thing about this event. It does help upcoming artists to get the experience to go out there and perform in front of people. Now, was it the size of the Redneck Rave? Was the crowd that big? No. But you got to understand, first time at the new event, at the new venue, there's a lot of things that Mark Odenkirk did better. And there's a lot of things he did right. And if he takes what he did this bash and he applies it to next bash and improves on the areas that he fell short on, it's going to get bigger and bigger every year as it goes by. That's just my personal opinion. But it definitely was definitely a hell of a show. I got sidetracked by looking at something. Now, let me explain to you about SMG Jimmy. Everybody knows SMG Jimmy is from Chicago. SMG Jimmy is not a country boy. He don't like going riding the trails. He don't like being in mud. He'd rather daggone have an event at a strip club than at a mud park. I'm just keeping it a buck. Well, the first day that we were there, which was Thursday, Jimmy pulls up. We're all sitting there bullshitting. Everybody was meeting and greeting, networking. This artist was being introduced to this artist, and I was taking him around and showing him, hey, I think you should work with that guy. I think you should work with that guy. This guy does this. This guy does that. Getting him to know the area and who all's there. Because this is the only second event that Jimmy's ever been to. The first one was the Redneck Rave last year. Well, while we were there, Fender Hat got a tick on him. So I told Jimmy, I said, hey, be prepared. You might find you need to check yourself at the end of every day for ticks. He's like, ticks? What the fuck is that? I said, you don't know what a tick is? He's like, bruh, I'm from Chicago. I don't come out to places like this. I said, well, you need to check yourself for ticks and chiggers. When he's heard about chiggers, he's like, well, what is that? I said, they're basically like little fleas for humans. They'll crawl underneath your skin, eat whatever they can eat, come out on top of your skin, use the bathroom, and then bury themselves back in your skin. And they'll have these little red bumps, and you'll start itching really, really bad, like you think you got poison ivy, but it's not. They're called chiggers. Well, when I told him that, oh my God, he freaked out. He's like, what do you mean? So about every 5 minutes, he would come up with a flashlight because it's middle of the night, right? He's like, T, well, is this one of them? I said, one of them what? One of those chigger things. And he would shine a light on his thumb or his hand or his forearm. I'm like, no, Jimmy, you're good. He's like, man, I started itching real bad. And the rest of the night, he was just scratching himself like a crackhead. And I was like, Jimmy, calm down. You're going to give yourself an anxiety attack. He's like, I don't like this shit. I don't want to be out in this shit. I'd rather be in the city. And then we told him about Skype hunting. TJ Sanders says to him, well, don't worry, Jimmy. We're going to really turn you into a country boy, and we're going to take you Skype hunting. He's like, what the fuck is a Skype? So the lady working the gate, she's like, oh, my grandpa used to take me all the time. You go out in the middle of the woods with this granny sack, and you bend down and hold it up, and have somebody's going to chase his Skypes, and you got to try to catch him in this granny sack. So TJ Sanders is going along with the story. Jimmy's freaking out because he don't want to be out in the woods in the middle of the night because he don't know what's out there. He thinks every little creature is going to kill him or be mauled to death. And I looked at him, I said, Jimmy, don't do that. I said, I'm not going to let you go out like that. I said, they're trying to pull the okey doke on you. Man, fuck all y'all. Gets inside the vehicle and shuts the door. You just had to be there. It was fucking funny as hell. To me, it was. But the whole weekend, he's sitting there scratching himself. Looked like Pookie on daggone New Jack City. Remember Chris Rock, who played the crackhead, and he's running around scratching himself all the time? Well, that's what Jimmy looked like at the mobile home bash. It was hilarious, in my opinion. He's very, very gullible when it comes to doing things in the outdoors. And yeah, it was hilarious. So with that being said, let me I linked him up with this artist right here. And they actually locked in a deal. And this is going to be some fire-ass music once they actually get into the studio. Y'all have heard him before. His name is Marquise McClendon. And him and SMG Jimmy has agreed to do a track together. Let's get it.
It's a move.
Your love's like a whiskey, baby. One shot ain't enough, no. Once you get in my system, baby, I get fired up. Now I'm drunk on you, and girl, you got me falling over. I'm drunk on you, and I don't wanna be sober. I met her at the bar on a Monday. She had me thinking maybe one day we could run away. Hey, one night with you, you got me waking up hungover. You're 100 proof, and I don't wanna be sober. Your love's like a whiskey, baby. One shot ain't enough, no. Once you get in my system, baby, I get fired up. Now I'm drunk on you, and girl, you got me falling over. I'm drunk on you, and I don't wanna be sober. Drunk in love, your heart's in my cup. No chaser, straight up. One shot ain't enough, no. One night with you, you got me waking up hungover. You're 100 proof, and I don't wanna be sober. Your love's like a whiskey. whiskey, baby. One shot ain't enough, no. Once you get in my system, baby, I get fired up. Now I'm drunk on you. And girl, you got me falling over. I'm drunk on you. And I don't wanna be sober.
My bad, I was muted. My bad. Thank you, my daddy. So, Saturday, after the mud event, we all walked up towards the stage area, right? And next thing you know, me and Choppy was over at his merch table, and one of the damn Turbo scared the shit out of me. One of the food vendors. Nah, I didn't miss that. Molly, Turbo. Let me finish my story and I'll play another song, okay? Don't you backtalk me, you little shithead. So anyway, this food vendor started playing Rolling Stone by Ryan Edwards. Turbo, I swear to God, I'm gonna come out there and thump you, little ass. You don't stop it. So I'm not gonna say which artist it was, but let's just say he's an OD. And he starts moving across this field at a very fast pace, screaming, "Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. That's not being played here. Not today, not never." Walks up to the food vendor and he's like, "Look, that guy's on my shit list. He fucked with my homeboy Jelly Roll. We ain't playing this. This is the mobile home bash. Turn that shit off." And the guy turned it off. Well, the person he was working with wasn't in the little trailer at the time. An hour later, they started playing another song by Ryan Edwards. About this time, Chop Easy went up there. "Turn that shit off." And everybody started walking towards his food vendors like, "If you play any more of that damn music, we're not going to buy no more food from you." So he just turned his whole sound system off. He didn't want to take the chance. which I thought it was dope. And that just shows that a lot of people don't fuck with that stuff anymore because of all the stuff that he has said and done. If he doesn't want to support the lane, then why should other artists support him? That's just my personal opinion. But it was hilarious. And with that being said, speaking of the OGs, shout out to Lil Wyte. Plot thickens.
Surrounded by stoners, alcoholics, and pill poppers. A product of my environment, still I built off her. The percentage rate of me doing any of this shit is slim to none, and I understand every motherfucking bit of it. The name WYTE alone is in the know, and I have children that will spread my knowledge long after I go. And if I don't get a chance to write whatever it is I'm trying to say, no, I probably let it be clear 10 times in 20 different ways. On the road to success, destruction will lie in your path. Even a bite from a snake in the grass can leave you gassed, high stepping around this motherfucker. Failure not an option, cut their head off, keep walking, don't look back, just finish talking. I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block. I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block. And I got some stories I can't put in rap form, and it's for good reason. MPD trying to crack a case on me for like 24 seasons. They ain't never gonna catch me with my hands dirty. Killers on my payroll, they won't ever tell you, heard me? I got a tight circle, no knots in my rope, but swear to God, the first to lose focus gon' get a knife to throw. I'm sick of being a nice guy, they bout to feel the weapon. They don't understand that they are only breathing cause I let them. Boss White believe in karma, but I'm so close to say, fuck them with a naze dick. I got 5 racks to get them out my way. Nah, I'm just kidding, life got bigger plans for those. I got an all access pass to hell, and I'll personally visit them hoes to let them know. I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block. I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block. And you ain't helped me out then, why the fuck would you start now? I had a tragedy happen to me, you were nowhere to be found. I picked myself up off the ground and started mobbing harder than before. I'm not the type to look back, I keep my head straight and go. No soul on the planet can imagine my pain. I got scars in my memory bank that bleed on my brain, and I will never forget any negativity brought my way. I got shooters in the bay that's been waiting on me to say, get 'em now, but make 'em watch their own death. Meanwhile, I'm thinking the plot till I am on my last breath. And I ain't been through everything yet, but for now I keep it moving, staying on my job, stacking my bread. What the fuck you doing? I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block. I ain't been through everything, but I done seen a lot. Friends came, bitches went, some homies I forgot. If I could tell them anything, then I probably would not. I got better shit to do, like finish sticking in the block.
Shout out to Lil Wyte. Is SMG Jimmy in the chat? There he is. He said, definitely definition going back to the city. Hey, make sure you check for chiggers now, Jimmy. You start itching, don't blame me. But I think I got them around my ankles. Because there was some tall grass I walked through, and yeah. If y'all were in the live stream last night, you would have seen when Lil Wyte came on stage. There was one part of his set. He had everybody put up 2 fingers, and he started shouting out people that he has lost over the years. And for those you know, last year, unfortunately, Lil Wyte and his wife lost their 13-year-old son to suicide. And he told the story on stage. Now, Friday, when I met Lil Wyte, went up to his tent, I kneeled down, shook his hand, and I whispered in his ear. And I told him about the 1-second rule and let him know that we've been praying for him. And I could not imagine what he's going through, because no parent should ever have to bury their child. So it took a lot of guts to do what he did last night, talking to the crowd about checking on your kids, because you never know what they're going through with depression. And his message was, be active in their life. Talk to them. And the crowd felt it. I felt it. I just couldn't imagine going through that as a parent. So my heart goes out to Lil Wyte's family. And if you could, pray for him, for his family. And if you do have any kids that are in the tears, talk to them. Ask them questions. Don't let the internet raise them. Be active in their life, because you never know what might be going through their minds. No parent should have to bury a child. I just wanted to put that out there. Now, one of my greatest experiences during all this, I got to see a living legend perform last night, and that's Blind Fury. Grew up watching Blind Fury do all his battle raps, right? Blind Fury's a legend. Blind Fury can probably be one of the best freestylist artists out there, in my opinion. You give him a beat, and he'll just go buck wild. And he did it last night. And if you were in the live stream, you'd have witnessed it. So, shout out to Blind Fury. He's got a song called Cigarettes and IPA. Let's get it.
I've been alone ever since the day that you went away, and all that I can say is you were wrong for telling me you loved me and wanted no one but me. Girl, why'd you just leave me on? Don't know who you are, but the memory ain't letting me get too far. So I'm just trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, thinking about the days when you were mine, baby. Now thinking about the way you played me when I was right here at home, you were out to and from. Now trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, drinking IPAs. Yeah. Well, I've been getting drunk early in the morning, soon as I roll over, and it's been going on at least a month. People try to tell me that it isn't healthy. If you're trying to help me, don't, 'cause I ain't gonna quit. And this won't kill me no more than she did. So I'm just trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, thinking about the days when you were mine, baby. Now thinking about the way you played me when I was right here at home. You were out doing wrong. Now it's 3 in the morning. So I'm just trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, drinking IPAs. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm just trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, thinking about the days when you were my baby. Now thinking about the way that you played me when I was right here at home. You were out doing wrong. Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm just trying to forget, chain smoking cigarettes and drinking IPAs, drinking IPAs.
Shout out to Blind Fury. He's a legend. Now, SMG Jimmy shot a music video with Tyler Truth today. And I can't wait for it to come out, because Tyler Truth killed his set. Killed it. And if you remember, he's in the rundown. And he's one of the top contenders, which we do have the rundown tomorrow. But here's Tyler Truth, Big Dog.
About the city, I just make it noise. Round them up, hit the in their rage, make them speakers jump. Been the truth since I took a breath, still ain't changed me yet. Hold it down, WTMF, we gon' run this town.
On. What the hell did I just do? Oh shit, I played the promo. My bad. Hold on. Let's go with this one.
Yeah. Y'all ready to party? Let go. 100 baby rolling through the country in that 250. When I hit the gas, black smoke like an old chimney. Shotty in the back with a case of daddy's moonshine. Swerving, sipping whiskey, baby, it's gonna be a good time. Pour a couple shots in the Dixie cup. Pour a couple shots in the Dixie cup. Pour a couple shots in the Dixie cup. Go ahead and pour a couple shots. Big J gon' roll with steak, skunk and make 'em faint. Lager with the chase, got a whole case. Smearing off with the ice, what the
Another good artist that was there this weekend who killed their set, who's a fan favorite, is none other than TJ Sanders. And TJ does not like performing. He's very awkward. He says he feels very awkward at times because he doesn't know what to say in between songs. And people were giving him advice, and there were some technical difficulties while he was on stage. But this song right here, when he performed it, man, the crowd went crazy. And that's Misbehaving Caucasian. Let's get it.
Yeah. Hopping out the F1, bumping 50 ain't okay for the place that I came from. Good old boys don't like my flavor. The pot calling the kettle black, I brought me a ladle. I'm gonna keep on stirring the pot till they really do hate us. Hanging in the trailer situation created some misbehaving Caucasians. You lay with trash, you smell like trash, we smoking the fragrance. We get in the shed making bangers, baking the O's like a bagel. The boy from the burb done hop the fence, doing all of the shit that my pops against. Head to the liquor store, cop a fifth, you can get that shit cheaper from across the bridge. Call it in, telling me to set the bonfire off the grid. The bottle here was bottled in, that's the mood that we always in. A circle form full of wannabe rappers, the middle class white boy out rapped them. Hat turned backwards, calling me Mac, and they also acting like I never get trashed. Real MC handlebars like baggers, 2 different chapters, 2 different fabrics. Just a brand new cut, brand new jacket. Hopping out the F1, bumping 50 ain't okay for the place that I came from. Place that I came from. I'm gonna keep on stirring the pot till they really do hate us. Good old boys don't like my flavor. Like my flavor. Hanging in the trailer park ain't do me no favors. Do me no favors. Really do hate us. Situation creating some misbehaving Caucasians. Behaving Caucasians. Misbehaving Caucasians.
Man, fuck all y'all little bullshit ass requirements. Co-signing that lame shit if you silent. Stop all that racist slick profiling because we like these beats are ultra violent. Man, the boys must think that they some gang. I don't see how anybody could play that shitty wig up. Usually they some fakers. Hang it up and do us all a favor. Nah, I'ma represent for the demographic. Pop spoke to on what supposed to. Single wise with the studio Pro Tools. Egg cartons for the reverb and the folks move. Some white boys cooking beats, no produce. Folks knew you better light it up or I'ma smoke you. We more Starlito than Starbucks, but the old school still tan like a cold brew. Superman.
Hopping out the F1, bumping 50 ain't okay for the place that I came from. Place that I came from. I'm gonna keep on do haters. For my flavor, like my flavor. Hanging in the trailer park ain't do me no favors. Do me no favors. Really do haters. Situation creating some misbehaving Caucasians. Behaving Caucasians.
Hell to the nah, dog.
Shout out to TJ Sanders and Simple Man for Misbehaving Caucasian. That song is fire. And TJ killed it. He killed it. Another artist that killed their set last night was this one right here. Now I'm going to tell you a little story about this one. So, y'all know who Raj Wax is, right? He used to go by Kid Trippy. Well, he walked up to Lil Wyte yesterday, and y'all know that he has a missing eye because he was shot in and he lost his left eye. So he walks up to Lil Wyte. I'm standing there, and he shakes his says, Lil Wyte, my name's Raj Wax. We spoke before at the last year's Redneck Rave, but really didn't have time to conversate with you. and he takes off his glasses, right? Sunglasses. And Lil Wyte looks up and he goes, "Whoa, I wasn't expecting that," because he's seen that he was missing an eye. And Rod says, "Well, that's why I did that, because I didn't want to catch you off guard." And they started conversing. And Lil Wyte looked up after he got off his set. He's like, "Man, you're really fire. I really dig what you're doing." Which I thought it was fire that an OG like Lil Wyte, a young buck like Raj Wax, and gave him his flowers. Mad respect. What is going on? Why is it doing this? I'm having technical difficulties right now. Hold on. Something's not going on right. Hold on. Yeah, I know. All right, y'all see that? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hopefully, this fixed it. Nope. Man, what the fuck? See if that got it. Fucking frozen.
Why my heart been cold? Why my right wrist froze? I've been speeding up through traffic, just trying to reach my goals. Say you fuck with me, you don't fuck with me like that no more. Say you in love with me, don't show love to me like that no more. That's why my I've been speeding up through traffic, just trying to reach my goals. Say you fuck with me, you don't fuck with me like that no more. Say you in love with me, don't show love to me like that no more. Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Air out conversation be dusting. She love me, she don't trust me. Air out conversation be disgusting. Baby, I'm sick in the head. Fuck all this talking, I'd rather hear bitching again. Like every time we hit the bed. Fuck ain't solving our problems, like we should try liquor instead. Sipping on the dose and hoping don't happen again. I don't know why my emotion be roller coasting. Bet that you say I'm tripping again. I'm about to blast off, visions of living asshole. I was sitting broke down on my ass, dog. Now I got a new plug and I'm back on to get it again. Tripping like nobody really my friend, but you was there when I had nothing to give. I swear I tried for you too many times just to go lie to you. Swear I slide off you, cut the off you. I go stink out the whole city just to spend my time with you. Let me trick, who knew that you was a bitch? Bragging about shit that I did when I was high. Like jump at the hoops that you running me. I just ain't know what you love. You treat me like I'm just some regular dude. Need me a minute to fill up the room. Smoke clears, I'm back in the booth. Speaking to you out my soul like I ain't got nothing to lose. That's why my heart been cold. Why my right wrist froze. I've been speeding up through traffic, just trying to reach my goals. Say you fuck with me, you don't fuck with me like that no more. You in love with me, don't show love to me like. That's why my heart been cold. Why my right wrist froze. I've been speeding up through traffic, trying to reach my goals. Fuck with me, you don't fuck with me like that no more. Me don't show love to me like that no more.
Talking that big shit, dawg, no more right or wrong. Stay in your ways, I'm catching them plays like it's fourth and long. Bitch, I'm a star, see from afar, but I ain't falling off. Talking that big shit, dawg, no more right or wrong. So little baby, keep your head high, yeah. Steadily keep the bread high, yeah. Working crazy lately, I've been overworking myself. Over smoking, to say it's bad for my health. Smoking my pie, got holes in the winner, I already know how it goes, just stay on your toes. Switching the lanes to catch me, so please just saying that I just be playing. Whatever they saying, what they just complaining. Working too hard, bitch, I ain't been leaving saying.
Why my heart been cold? Why my right wrist froze? I've been just trying to reach my goals. Say you don't fuck with me like that no more. Love with me, don't show love to me like that no more. That's why my heart been cold. Why my right wrist? I've been speeding up through traffic, just trying to reach my goals. Say you don't fuck with me like that no more. Say you in love with me, don't show love to me like that no. Air it out, conversation be disgusting. She say she love me, she don't trust me. Air it out, conversation be disgusting.
Get me on video camera, Dad.
Trying to clear out my whole history. Hold on. Okay, what is going on here? History. No, I don't want that. It's not closing shit out. You have a process stuck that is dragging either your CP or RAM down. I'm just ending everything. Do you want to end the system process, client server rundown process? Ending this process can cause Windows to become unsuitable. Nope, don't want that. I have no idea what the fuck this shit does. Let's try it again. Everything's running fucking slow. I don't understand why. Nothing's loading. All right, guys, I'm going to have to end this live stream because I can't get anything to do anything. And everything's lagging really bad and it's pissing me off. So I got to figure this out. Don't forget to run down tomorrow night. I appreciate everybody coming out. Much love and respect. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a blessed one. Have a good night.